Hello Capricorn, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general weekly reading for Capricorn from the 19th to the 25th of August 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you'd like a personal reading, please go to my website justmad.co.uk and book a reading. I've put the decks that I'm using in the description box, so please have a look. And don't forget to watch my videos on simple energy healing remedies as well as my deck walkthrough series. Now the energy healing remedies gives you some nice recipes that you can use to sort out situations in your life. So getting control back of your situation by making up these particular remedies. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe and leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm going to start off with a general energy read and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. So I'm using the answer deck for this particular read. Okay, so you've got the journey card over here, so you might be taking some kind of trip and it's stressing you out a little bit because you've got the frustration card over here. So you may be taking a holiday because you are so frustrated in this particular situation that you are in at the moment. Or maybe even that trip or the thought of taking that journey is frustrating you in some sort of way. But nevertheless, whatever's going on, you are feeling very anxious, maybe very, very frustrated in this particular situation. There's some truth that has come to light or will be coming to light over here. And maybe this is the thing that has frustrated you. Maybe even taking this journey might reveal some truths that you didn't anticipate, but a lot coming to light over there. So there was something that happened. It was a mistake. You didn't mean for it to happen, or it happened without you thinking about it, and it's caused a lot of problems. So something has been lost, or something seems to have broken down. Maybe a relationship, because this is a broken cup. So something that has caused a lot of emotional trauma, and it was some kind of mistake that happened. And this has made you feel very stuck in this particular situation. So this is very boxed in. And you can see that card about being very frustrated as well. So there's some kind of emotional situation that you're dealing with. If you're feeling very restricted within it, you can't seem to find your way out of that situation, and it's causing a lot of frustration for you. And maybe this is the reason why you're going to be taking this particular journey. But certainly whatever's happened, happened in the past, now there will be a lot of truth or some kind of information coming to light. Now there's a friend that you need to ask for some support from any person around you. This person will be able to give you a hand or help you out, a shoulder to cry on maybe. So there is somebody that you need to go and get some advice from. And this is about making new starts, new beginnings, and having a lot of hope for the future. So maybe there's some kind of problem that happened in your relationship. You want to make a brand new start, and this is about you wanting a new relationship. It seems you're making plans for the future, but starting off something new, something brand new coming in over there as far as the relationship front goes. And it looks like you're going to be asking for somebody around, some kind of friend, for some kind of assistance or some kind of help in the future. So those are the energies for that week. So I'm going to be using the Anna K deck for the main read. Okay, so it looks like you're making a brand new start there. You've got the Five of Pentacles, so there's a loss. Maybe of an old relationship, and there was also financial loss that came with it. And maybe this person has isolated you, excluded you. This is about being thrown out in the cold, really. Feeling that sense of loss. It could be you've lost your home and have had a significant financial loss. Now it looks like there's somebody about there that is giving you some kind of help and assistance. So, although it's been left out in the cold, you're not homeless, but you feel that way. And there's, you feel as though nobody's even there to help you. The people that you've trusted on, or the things that you've relied on for that, that was your security, is now gone. So you're feeling very, very down, despondent. There could even be some health problems that you're going through as well. So this might have affected your health as well. Because you certainly were somebody that was very, very financially independent with that Queen of Pentacles. So to go from the Queen of Pentacles into the Five of Pentacles means there's something that has been significant, that has happened, that has caused great financial loss. The Queen of Pentacles is usually somebody, and it was your card, is somebody that was extremely in control of a situation, had everything going for them, and very, very secure, and now you've gone to a place where you've lost everything. So going through an extremely difficult period, the winter of your life, as you can see. Now you want to make a brand new start with the Fool. So the Fool card also has lost everything. The only thing he has is that backpack on his shoulder, and he's got to take a chance and make something come off it. So this is about starting afresh with nothing in hand. So he hasn't even got shoes on. And this is also between a rock and a hard place, as they say. So at the having to take a risk now, making a fresh start, just saying, I don't care anymore, I have to start this off, and not having a choice really. So this is about needing to make a brand new start because you have lost everything, it seems. So very, very difficult situation. You've got the Knight of Cups over here, so you might have been dealing with a water sign person. This is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. So maybe this is what has happened. You've ended up, this person made promises to you and broke them, because this Knight of Cups generally is not always very honest. They say things that they don't really mean. And so this is maybe the energy that you were dealing with, and maybe this is, you can see both these people have got their backs turned. So you are making a brand new start. You're leaving this person behind, leaving all their promises. This card is the promises are being made in the dark, in the night. So maybe they didn't mean what they said. So when the light of day comes in, they change their minds. But you are suddenly leaving that energy behind. You're moving out. Maybe you're moving out of where you were living with this particular person, because you can see there's a house being lit up in the background over there, and this Fool's got their back to it. So it looks like you're making a clean break from this person, and you're going to go and start afresh. You're not listening to anything they've got to say anymore, because they've made false promises to you. You've got the Four of Pentacles over here, and this is trying to hang on to things or your security for as long as possible. And you've got that barrier over here, so people not really giving you a hand, and there was problems, issues that you had to face. You were trying to put aside money, and maybe that you've had to actually go into your savings to actually sort out this particular problem. So this is knowing that this difficult period was coming in, because you can see it's like the autumn, all the leaves are falling off the tree over there. You're trying to save money as far as possible. Nobody giving you a helping hand over there. Certainly people had a lot to say about the situation, but it has ended you've ended up in a position where you've lost everything now because of what has happened. So something is, something that went down, whatever this breakup of this relationship situation was, you saw it coming, but it wasn't something that you could have actually prevented. It seems like you did try to save money, but it didn't help, because you've ended up out in the cold over there. You've got the Page of Pentacles over there. It looks like you're looking for a new job. You've been putting out some feelers, putting out your CV, or fishing for new money for a new job. Now this could also have been, the whole situation could have been because you were in an old job, and maybe you've lost your job, and now you've ended up in a financial crisis, because this is the card of crisis. And maybe you were in a good position, in a good work position over there. You've ended up losing. You were managing to save, but you were still watching your finances quite carefully, and it seems like maybe you've lost your job over there and have ended up with financial problems, and now you've been looking for a new job over there. So this could have been an ending of a relationship where you moved out. Maybe you've even had to leave your old home as well there. Maybe whatever was promised to you didn't come to light, and this is why you've had to make a brand new start. So this could have been an ending of an old job, or it could have been an ending of a relationship, but either way you are almost made homeless by this particular situation. So you're hoping that this is playing on your mind, that you're hoping that this is the end of this difficult situation that you're going through. The Ten of Cups talks about new beginnings. You want to make a fresh start as well, so that's why that Fool card is coming in. Now, it looks like you're dealing with some kind of legal issue as well. You've got the Emperor card over there, and there's a need for you to be very strategic and make a lot of plans. So it looks like you may be dealing with the law. There's some kind of choice that has to be made. Maybe you're waiting for the decision to come in as well. You've got the Ten of Rods, so this is definitely the difficult situation being over, but you are very traumatized by it. You're scared, you're worried, you've been dealing with a lot of problems, it's got you completely overwhelmed and afraid to act, and there's so many obstacles and barriers. You've been working very, very hard. There's so much of drama that is going on, so you're in a crisis situation at this particular time. You've got the Three of Cups over there. This is about turning to friends, family, maybe for support and help. And it looks, with this Three of Cups, there could be some kind of good news that is coming in as well, that brings in some celebration. Now, it's sitting next to the Emperor card, so whatever this decision is, whatever legal judgment that is going to be made, might end up being very, very positive. It might work in your favor so that you can actually celebrate and end all these cycles, because you've got all this 10 going in over here, and you've got this Fool, so this is about brand new beginnings as well. So there might be a successful outcome to whatever problem you're going through at the moment. All you want is a good job, and you want to get going with your work and focus on your work, it seems, and you are worried about that. So going into the future, you've got the High Priest, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Rods. So the High Priest is about needing to go and get some advice, and something that's very constructive in order for you to move forward. They might be needing to do some research with this High Priest card. This is the Hierophant. So this is about getting some kind of advice with regards to money management, but also getting some maybe good legal advice as well on how to deal with this particular situation. You've got the Ten of Pentacles over there, so there is going to be some kind of payout that comes in from this legal situation, with the Emperor, and it's going to give you a little bit of money in your pocket over there to be able to do something with it. You are still facing a lot of problems and difficulties with the Five of Rods. This is about stiff competition, so maybe wanting to go for a new job, but finding out that it's much more difficult than you anticipated. So you are having a lot of problems getting a new job. You are putting out feelers for a new work, it seems. You are trying to, you are fishing for a new job over there, but there's a lot of competition, and you've got this problem over here, a legal issue that will bring in some money, or there will be some kind of payoff that comes in with that. But it looks like you are facing a lot of competition over there, and finding a lot of difficulties in securing a new job there. So it looks like, you may have lost your job. This could even be, as I said, a loss of relationship. Whatever happens, whatever legal issue you're dealing with, you are going to be receiving some kind of financial payoff. There is that Three of Cups as a celebration. But moving on is becoming very, very, very difficult. If it's emotional issue that you're dealing with, there's still a lot of problems and a lot of arguments and fighting that is coming up from that situation. If it is an emotional situation, this looks like a divorce that may have gone down, and you're still having a lot of problems with this particular person. There is that need to get that advice, counseling. If it is a work situation, it's also a need for you to get some kind of financial advice, but there is, you are still having a little bit of problems getting or acquiring a job because it's so competitive. But you just need to hang in there and just keep going for it, really. So going through a little bit of a crisis there, or quite a crisis there. Now, most of the cards are pointing towards finances, so this could be more of a financial or a work issue that you're going through right now, as opposed to an emotional or issue or a divorce issue. You've got the Page of Air, so challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact. Now there is a outcome. There will be some legal news coming in. Whatever this legal decision is, you will get news about it. It may not be all that you want to hear. There might be a bit of delay in receiving it, so you need to just sit and wait it out. You can see this Emperor sitting and waiting there. So this is about whatever legal news is coming. You're going to have to just hang in there and wait for it to come through. It may not always be what you wanted to hear, because the Page of Air doesn't always give good news. Like they say, delays or changes to plans. And the truth might be a little harsh that comes through, but it will come through. This news is coming through. You got the Eight of Earth. So in order for you to get a new job, you may need to go and do some kind of bridging course. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic and going back to school. So maybe there is that competition there as far as getting a new job. There's a lot of problems that you have to deal with. So you may need to going to have some kind of course, go through for some kind of seminar to get a little bit of an edge to start something brand new. And this is about worrying about money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain unemployment. So there is a lot. So you've got the Five of Pentacles twice over there. A lot of financial problems that you're dealing with. And like I said, maybe the solution out of this particular problem is to go back and do a study or a bridging course in order for you to get a job. Now, maybe a job is coming in as well that's going to require you to do some further training, or it will allow you to do further training. So be aware that that could well be coming in. But right now you're still going through a bit of financial problems, and that might be going on for a little while longer. So just hang in there and watch your finances. Maybe you have to just tighten your belt a little bit for a while you get a new job coming in. And you will get a new job, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the card of work and career and employment. So it's not like you won't have a job. It's just about hanging in there, maybe doing it in a different way, maybe doing something else along the way while you're learning, or improving your skill set, something temporary, and then going for that stable job. So for the moment, it looks like you're going to have to do some kind of study, some kind of course to get an edge, so that you can beat the competition that seems to be going on around you, in order for you to get a stable kind of job that comes in. And you are waiting for that legal news, and it will come in. And it looks like it might end up giving you some kind of payoff that will give you some relief in this particular difficult situation, because you are going through that Five of Pentacles, quite a loss at the moment, but it looks like there's something that will come up, and things may change for you in a positive way. So I hope this reading has resonated with you, and all the best, and thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.